Hello everyone, welcome to course of Pandas. So in this course now we'll be moving towards the world called Pandas. As you see that I just put one small video, cute video for a panda or picture, sorry, it's picture for a pic for a panda. So as you observe that a panda is using one laptop to working on this. The same thing now we'll understand how pandas is working in a as a library. So this is a library in a Python. How the Python library pandas is working. Library. So it is nothing but just open source library. We call as it's just a Python library which is used to look like makes popular or it looks like to use the handle the data. So it is nothing but it's just used to work on the data analysis field. So whenever you are thinking about to do the data analysis, the first library comes to the mind that is nothing but your pandas. This is comes to our mind or in our picture. So as we told that panda is a cute animal, the same way in a Python programming language, it is used as a play or use or play a important role to find out to work with the data analysis. So let's think about little bit about the history of Python. Pandas, how it started, how it's worked, why it comes to the picture. So basically it is comes to the picture to work the data in a tabular format. So this is called your table format. So in this to work the data and to prepare the tabular format, this pandas is work in a come to the picture, your rows and column. So mostly whenever we work with the pandas, we'll be working with rows and columns. So keep this in your mind in this full session because in this we're learning that how you have to manipulate all your rows and columns. So it is introduced in 2018 by Wes MC Kinney. So who developed this? That is called Wes MC McKinney. He's the one who start developing this particular thing. This pandas, he developed it to use or better use for the robust and super fast data analysis tool. So this is nothing but this is an important and famous, we call famous data analysis tool for your Python. You can take as a Python. So this is the general what we use it. Now, why it's popular here? There is a reason behind that why nowadays everyone, whoever is a data analysis or data scientist, they are using this concept because it's easy to learn, the first thing, and not only learn, it's easy to interpret also, which means that it is quite easy to code it understand for the everyone. So that is the main reason, because when the things are easy, then we are using it. When it's complicated for us also, it's difficult to understand to use it. Second one, it gives a good speed, because whenever you are working with the real-time data, we need a speed more, so it will be providing us a good speed to work on that. And then it's super friendly because it's using all the other library. If you compare with all the other library, it's a friendly nature. So as we know that how pandas was related to that, take as a animal pandas, they are also a friendly nature. So when it comes to this Pandas library, it's also work as a friendly nature. Friendly nature means here it's easy to cooperate with the other language easily. So this is how the pandas come to the picture. Now let's move to see how it will be differ from the Numpy and other things, how it will be. So Panda will work with easily to the list as well as easily to the NumPy. So as we already discussed in a previous sessions all regarding the NumPy, your n-dimensional array. So if you want to move towards to the series, that will discuss deeply in the further session of Pandas, that is your series and your data frame, because this is the most important thing what Pandas used it for your data structure. So for now, just remember that we use a series and data frame. Series for just rows to the taking rows and column. Data frame is a combination of both. So keep in that mind. Now what happen if you want to work with a list? It will be vice versa. It is working vice versa. So it takes from the things from the list. So list is nothing but it's just a normal values. You can put it in a square bracket which is called a list. Now comes to NumPy. It is used to create a array. It will be, you can go with np.array and then you can create your values. So this is your array, right? So NumPy. So if you want to go with array series to create it, you can use of pandas, you can use all the array things. Like you can create it, you can manipulate with the help of rows and column. And you will do the vice versa as well. The same thing, if you don't want to take the array, you just take the list of the values from the data frame. You can use this list of the value for the pandas as well, but we are using columns and row because a panda give you the table format. So this is our table format and this is our rows and this is our column. So this is how you have to work with the pandas. So now, as I told you, Python is an open source Python package. So basically it's used for data analysis as well as it is used mainly for check the depth of the data analysis. You can use this for the further uses of your machine learning concept. When you go with the machine learning or you going with the another things for the data analysis or you can go work with a data scientist, that particular time we use a concept called your pandas. So if you go with this concept, you can go with the order of the machine learning, you can go with the things where you can easily work with the Excel and remember that it will take the data, right? So you can go with the XML file, you can go with the .csv file. That is depend upon the data, how the factors are there in a data. So with that, it will be factoring. So that is some facts what a pandas it's working for or how the pandas is work in the picture. You can take as it has a function of analyzing. You can go with the cleaning, exploring, manipulating data. Means if you put a point, it will be analyze the data. So it's used for analyzing, it's used for cleaning the data, it's used for exploring the data, as well as it's going with the manipulating also. So this is some parts what used in a your normally in a Python data analysis. I hope you are clear with the pandas concept little bit. We are understanding that. So in the further session, will we continue with how we are using pandas in a which application, how it's work, and how the data structures comes to the pandas to work on that. So thank you guys.